Agatha All Along features a talented cast led by Kathryn Hahn, but despite its stylish, nostalgic atmosphere, the show falls short with rushed storytelling and shallow character development, ultimately wasting the potential of its excellent ensemble.
All I can say is, that's not how witches do things!
Okay, so let's address a couple things here, okay? So first off, if you are someone who watched Agatha All Along and you enjoyed it, you are more than welcome to enjoy it. We have no problem with you enjoying it. However, there are some concerns with this show.
That's an understatement.
Want to clarify, one of them is not the song. I think it's cringe, but I get it. I'm not offended by it. At least they can sing.
It's autotune.
Okay, better than the power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Which was also auto-tuned.
It's definitely more palatable. However, there was some interesting choices made. For example, if you'll notice on the left, you will notice that there is a blurred out image of Kathryn Hahn as Agatha not wearing anything. Because yes, we need nudity in a Marvel show. Keep in mind, who are Marvel shows marketed towards? Like teenagers and whatever, I would imagine. Now, again, not saying there's anything wrong with teenagers seeing this. I just think it's a very interesting, creative choice.
Yeah. Also, not something that needed to be there. Witches are only supposed to be naked in front of their bonfires at night when they're casting their spells and rituals. And the said spells and rituals do not require singing in a choir. That's not how chanting works.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And the thing that is getting the most people to talk about this is we have to talk about the Variety reporter, who, by the way, is also the same Variety reporter who talked to Rachel Ziegler, where we got the famous weird clip from.
Really?
And and was also the one who talked to Leslie Headland before she was taken in to make the Acolyte. Basically, and he asked her, and she was saying, "Yes, please, Queen Kathleen Kennedy." And I like all the Star Wars. It's the same guy.
Are you sure?
He went around. Yes, it is.
Huh.
He went around to every actor in the show, and basically his only question was, "I've watched the first episode, that Agatha All Along is the gayest Marvel show ever. Do you agree?"
It's a psyop, isn't it?
And of course, all of them said yes. Some of them kind of tried to deflect, but again, here's the thing that bothers me. Okay. Mm-hmm. I do not care if you put gay people into a show or whatever you want to do, if it's written well.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that. However, you never hear people going, "Attention, there is a white male in this show and he is straight and you should watch it because there's a straight white male in the show." You don't hear it because it doesn't make sense.
And also because no one cares.
Exactly. Nobody cares. And again, they keep pushing this thing that we want to normalize this, okay? Normalization means that if you want people to accept this, you do not make a fuss about it. You just do it.
Yeah, and them always making a fuss about it is actually what leads to the opposite of what they really want.
Exactly. And it makes people not watch. So, of course, a lot of people were just saying kind of like, hey, this is ridiculous. This is literally the Acolyte all over again, which, of course, brought out the Acolyte weirdos who haven't shut up since this whole thing started. And look, it's too soon to tell. The whole show's not out yet. But it seems weird. It's not my cup of tea. I think it's strange. I think following up Deadpool and Wolverine with this was not the smartest move.
Also, if you're going to have a show about witches, you're supposed to release it in October, not September, even though September technically is Halloween Eve.
What do you want me to say? It's not for me. It wasn't made for me, and we won't watch it. But then, of course, if we don't watch it, then you cannot get mad at us when the show doesn't do well because there's not enough of you to actually keep the show alive because you didn't actually care about the show. Mm-hmm. You care about the representation.
Yes. And again, this is not how witches operate. Perhaps you should have consulted with an actual witch.
But you see, all witches are queer, don't you know?
No, they are not.
The lady said. That was another comment that we got from the interview.
They are not. They have nothing to do with each other. That was such a leap.
Honestly, here's what I'm going to say to end off here with this. I'm going to say this. If I was Marvel and I'm seriously trying to change things and I just have a couple things left in the pipeline to get out there, I would find whoever that Variety reporter was and I would just make sure that he got a talking to or take away his access because he's not doing you any favors.
Or, you could just get a hitman.
No, we're not doing that.
Or why don't you just get an actual witch to put a hex on him so that he can never speak again? Like actual witches would do.
That's great, honey. We're moving on from this topic. Please don't sue us.
Share with your crew. Escape finds hell from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace with humor as a cure.